Welcome back. Our Election Day Eve coverage continues. National Report coming up next. They're going to be joined by Arizona Republican candidate for governor Kari Lake, so stay tuned for that. But first, let's go back to Pennsylvania. All-important Pennsylvania, 2 races getting national attention for months.
Yeah, joining us now is Pennsylvania candidate for governor, State Senator Doug Mastriano. Sir, thank you for joining us. I love the hat. We spoke to you last week. We're just a day away, less than 24 hours away from Election Day. How are things looking?
It is looking fantastic, and this is my old 3rd Infantry Division Army hat. Veterans, we like to rock that style there. But we're in Southeast. We're in Philadelphia. We had a couple massive events yesterday. My colleague, this is his backyard that I'm running against. He can't draw 10, 15 people in the area. Last night, we had 500 to 600 people at 2 separate events around the city. Actually, we had 3 events, one outside the city, one in South Philly, actually near the house where my great-grandpa lived in after he emigrated from Sicily, which is kind of cool. And then we went to the north of the city, not too far from where my grandma was born. So we're taking a message to people. No protesters, no hate. The room was filled with love. It's posted on my social media page. You can see for yourself.
Yeah.
We feel really good about winning.
Yeah, this time tomorrow, Senator, and the polls will be open in the state of Pennsylvania. Pretty unbelievable. Let's go back to this weekend. 3 presidents were in the state of Pennsylvania, Obama, Biden, and Trump. Who made the biggest difference?
If you look at the video, obviously I'll have a bias, but if you look at the video by sheer numbers and enthusiasm of Donald Trump, it was amazing. And having been there, it was just incredible. I don't know how many people were there, 20,000. I don't know. It was massive. And I was in the front. But when my wife and I went to the stage, it just went on and on and on. That wasn't everybody yet. There was still an hour or 2 before the president came in. And in the midst of my speech, the clouds parted. The sun shone upon Rebbe and I as we were speaking, and then this massive double rainbow appeared. I mean, it was simply magnificent. Clearly, the heavens are declaring a victory.
Yes, a sign from above. I like that.
Yeah, so the key issues that Democrats have been focused on, we talked about former President Obama talked about Social Security and Medicare and said that Republicans were going to take that away. President Biden saying that inflation really is not a big deal and blamed Trump. And they're focusing on abortion. But if you look at the polls, sir, these aren't the major key issues. What are voters saying to you? What's important to them in Pennsylvania?
Loud and clear in the Southeast, in the Philly area, it's crime, hands down. Nothing else comes close. And then behind that, of course, is inflation, cost of living. Even talk now, since we're in November, Thanksgiving, and people are going to have to maybe skip Thanksgiving or skip the turkey, and Christmas is not looking good. And they hear the Democrat spokesmen and women come out and say, oh, just buy less toys or buy smaller turkeys. I mean, it sounds like Marie Antoinette, the Democrat Party, let them eat cake kind of thing. They are so disconnected. The issues that Democrats are running on are completely not what the people of the state don't care about. They want to survive and be able to make ends meet. And the Democrats are talking about political-driven issues that are just so disconnected from reality. It's good for us because we're going to win big tomorrow because of that.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. And President Biden, again, talked about this struggle for democracy again over the weekend. He mentioned January 6th. Do you think issues like that are resonating with voters in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, they absolutely not. I'm engaging with thousands of people every week in person. And the issues that are brought up to me, something related to jobs, they've lost their jobs, some concerns about the forced vaccination of their kids, but definitely inflation, energy costs. And so when I talk about how on day 1 of my administration, we're going to drill and dig like we've never done before because we're an energy power and we have a potential really to help our nation. The people standing room start cheering and yelling because that will bring good jobs and cheaper costs and drive down inflation in our state. Those are the key issues. But crime, so many people have suffered loss from fentanyl or directly from carjacking. One of the men that introduced me last night, he saw, a carjacking and shooting at a gas station in Philadelphia, and he was describing how most people, in the crowd probably saw something similar. That's bad.
Right.
Yeah, horrible. Well, Senator Doug Mastriano, we wish you luck. Thank you so much for joining us,
Good luck to you, sir. Big day.
One day to victory. Thank you for having me on. The next governor of Pennsylvania. I'll be back.